that your babies, they're babies no more. That your elementary child is moving into adolescence. This is a big deal. Not only is a transition to middle school a big one, but kids change more in the next 4 years than any other time in their life with the exception of infancy. So you're going to see them struggle. You're going to remember those struggles and realize that those struggles, it's all part of becoming an adult. They're changing. The kids, they're going to want more independence. But as they change, they're still going to want your approval. They're going to want to make their own decisions. They might not have the experience or the tools to always make the right decisions or the decisions you would like them to make, but you know you have to let them fall, pick themselves back up, dust themselves off, because that's what's going to make them stronger. Your child that used to want to kiss you before they got out of the car in the carpool line might ask you to stop 100 yards before the parking lot and let them out so they're not seen with you. That's normal. Your decisions, your rules, they're all going to be questioned. But that's because they want to know why. When because I said so is no longer valid, you know that they're starting to see shades of gray in the world. They're starting to really see right from wrong, form their values and their belief systems. Now, with all that being said, there's one other major aspect of this transition period: brain development. When I think back to when I was in middle school and I would make one of those poor decisions, one of my father's favorite was, "Bruce, sometimes I wonder if you have a brain in your head." Now, if I knew then, I'd turn to him and say, "Well, actually, I do have a brain, it's just not fully developed yet." The brain develops from the back to the front, with critical thinking being the final piece. Being able to anticipate consequences, that's the last thing to come into play. In middle school, the emotional part of the brain, that's fully developed. So you will have some very colorful conversations. I think when dealing with your middle school child, remember this quote: arguing with your middle school child is like wrestling with a pig. You both get dirty, but only the pig enjoys it. I really loved being in the middle school and loved that entire time. And with the right amount of pressure and support, you can really enjoy the ride as well. Now, as I turn my attention to the students behind us, first, I certainly want to thank all of them for helping to make my first year at Cogburn so enjoyable. They really are part of the reason that this has been the best decision I've made in my educational career. Next, they need to remember that I did spend 10 years in middle school, so I know what they're in for. I know what their concerns are. And as they head into middle school, I can offer a little insight in some of those fears that many of the rising fifth graders have. Sometimes there's a concern about the size of the middle school. The fact that they might get lost, might not know where to go. And I can tell them, after 10 years of experience, we had never lost a child that eventually we didn't find. There's also a concern about lockers, combinations, and a fear, the sense of trepidation that the big, mean 8th graders might actually stuff a little 6th grader into a locker. Again, I can alleviate their fears. The lockers, first, they're well ventilated, so they don't have to worry about running out of air.